Good morning. Happy Friday. We have one heck of a weekend ahead of us. I'm going to talk fast because I'm going to try to get all of this still fit into this 10-minute video. So today is not too awful bad. We don't really have a whole lot of aspects going on other than the moon doing what the moon does. It is in Capricorn today and tomorrow. And then Saturday night, overnight, it moves into Aquarius. Saturn at the 29th degree of Pisces is in charge all weekend long. It is testing your emotions, your healing, your boundaries, your faith, and things of that nature all weekend long. And then when it moves into Aquarius, then we also get that Uranus influence ruling our emotions as well. So we really got to make sure we have good boundaries over the weekend. We've got to make sure that we are listening to whatever it is that comes up for us this weekend, because it's going to be incredibly important. So tomorrow we have a Sun-Uranus conjunction. It is the 7th and final one that will happen in Taurus in our lifetimes. The first one was in April of 2019. Think back over these last several years. Where have you had these aha moments, these uncomfortable shakeups happening every spring for the last 7 years? Really take into account where you've been ignoring it, where you've been too stubborn to make the adjustments. That's going to come up really big this weekend because it's going to push it way out there. We're probably going to see some natural disasters as well, potential for earthquakes here, maybe even the volcanoes doing what the volcanoes are threatening to do right now. So be careful. We also have a Mercury-Mars square happening. Mercury in Taurus, Mars in Mars in Leo. There's arguments, there's road rage, there's fights, tons of stubbornness involved in these arguments here. They could get dramatic, they could get out of hand. Now, Mars is ruling Venus in Aries, which is moving into a trine with Mars. It's not exact until the middle of next week, but it's playing a part here. And then, of course, Mercury, the Sun, and Uranus are all being ruled by Venus in Aries, which is being ruled by Mars in Leo, which is being ruled by the Sun. We got that big circle going on here where everything is dramatic. Everything is just a lot. Everybody is stubborn. Everybody's angry. Things are really uncomfortable. So really protect yourself. Listen to your intuition. Make sure you have those good boundaries. You're protecting your healing and things of that nature as we get through this weekend. This is kind of like probably going to tie into whatever came up for you with the full moon, because the Sun-Uranus conjunction was involved with that full moon. On Sunday, we have Jupiter in a square with the nodes. This is going to be information overload. It's just going to be kind of overwhelming. You're really going to have to figure out how to find the balance between needing to know all the information versus needing to kind of let go and let God. So we really got to get in that in-between space to avoid this information overload. Going to create a lot more arguments. I mean, it's just a rough weekend. Take care of yourself. Pay attention to what comes up. What is happening here is the universe is trying to teach us to find comfort with less. It is telling us that we don't need all of this stuff. It's telling us to find ways to do more with less. Find happiness and peace within the simple things. Taurus is not nearly as greedy as we make it out to be. It is really about survivability, about making sure that you have what you need. We tend to just go too far because that's what humans do, and we turn it into greed. Taurus really just wants you to plant the seed and then be patient and let it grow. Just enjoy the process of letting those things grow, doing what you can with what you have, just finding that peace and that solitude and that comfort in that space. But big weekend, a lot of stubborn people, a lot of arguments. Okay, let's pull the energy for the weekend for the collective. Got too much, but I'm gonna take it anyway. King of Swords and Five of Pentacles. Somebody's got a whole lot to say about feeling broke, feeling left out and cold, feeling that loss that's happening, right? There's a lot of people that have a lot to say, and the king is a little stubborn. He's sitting on his throne and he thinks he's large and in charge, right? So there's really a lot to say. It's uncomfortable. It's scary. So that is that energy here. What do we need to focus on? The Ten of Wands. How much are you carrying that you need to put down? This is a sign that you're carrying too much weight. Somewhere you're working too hard. You're putting in too much energy. You're doing more than you need to be doing. So where can you drop some of these wands that are too heavy for you? Okay, what do we need to avoid this weekend? The Fool. Slow down. That Venus in Aries can get impulsive, especially when we start getting uncomfortable. We have this real bad tendency to run back to people that we feel comfortable with. Exes are exes for a reason. Keep that in mind. Don't run to a space of comfort to avoid what is uncomfortable right now. Bottom of the deck is Strength. So really, again, those boundaries, make sure that you're standing your ground and that you are, values are probably going to be shaken up a lot this weekend too. We might see some type of like political event, like a world event type of thing that really starts to make you question where your values lie as well. So make sure that it's just Strength. What are the clarifiers for Five of Pentacles and King of Swords? We have a Four of Wands. Four of Wands. This is probably like relationships and friendship shakeups. That Four of Wands is all about like stable home type of energy. It might be a place where you've been feigning happiness. Four of Wands and Six of Wands. So this where you might be seeing this shake up in a place where you've been trying to like pretend like everything's fine. You've been trying to be like, oh no, I have this perfect home. I have a perfect life. You know how people do. They put out this kind of, and I think we all do it. We walk around with this mask on like everything is perfectly fine and I've got my shit together and things like that. Really, you might be seeing things like that come up. That's what's getting shaken up. It's almost like we're hitting a point where you can no longer wear a mask where you're pretending like everything's fine. And you're just gonna have to actually face these things and talk about it. And you're also gonna find out who wants to hear what you have to say and who doesn't want to hear what you have to say as well. So keep that in mind. Like Five of Wands on the bottom. Again, arguments. You're wanting to talk about, hey, I feel like maybe things aren't right. And other people are going, no, just get over it. It's fine, type of thing. Clarifiers for the Ten of Wands, please. It feels like the universe is showing you where you've taken on more responsibility than what is yours to take care of other people. This has actually been an ongoing thing for me personally for a long time. That just hit me. But the Magician and okay, the Magician, Seven of Pentacles, and 10 of Cups. So, again, you're probably carrying more than what's yours. We all do this. We're all kind of taught from childhood that you have all of these responsibilities, and most of the time those responsibilities should actually be on somebody else, not you. So really think about that. How much of that are you handling? Like, the Magician is telling you you have everything that you need to build your garden and get to that emotional fulfillment, that true happiness, that true comfort here. So what do you need to put down to get there? How much are you carrying that is not yours? How much, I can't even think of the word. You know, sometimes we think that we should be doing more than what we should. Sometimes we're our own enemy here. Make sure you're not putting too much responsibility on yourself. Clarifiers for the Fool, we have the Devil. Well, yeah, no, sobriety is going to be tested this weekend as well, so be careful with that one. One more, and the Two of Pentacles. That's okay. The Devil and Two of Pentacles. Sometimes we fall into these addictions, I mean, this could be a person, a place where like other people are taking control so you don't have to in order to try to find a balance. We don't want to do that. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. You've got good, strong boundaries over this weekend and pay attention to what is coming up.